Hi, I'm Nash Jocic and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk to a bodybuilding expert, a bodybuilding guru, owner of famous Muscleworks gyms, Kyriacou. Hi Saf.
Hi Nash.
And first of all I would like to ask you how it all started. How was everything in the beginning, your idea to open a gym? How was that?
I opened my first gym in 1985. When I was 25 years old.
That's good.
It was easier in a way because there wasn't that many good gyms about. Equipment was not incredibly expensive, I suppose, like it is now. And basically what I tried to do is looking at the old Gold's Gym in Venice when Arnold used to train and other famous bodybuilders at the time from the Pumping Iron era, and tried to emulate that. And my dream was to have the most successful bodybuilding gym in England. And that's how it started. And obviously things moved along with all the hard work over the years that I've put into the business, and all the good people I had around me. All my friends used to train and still train at my gyms, and that, I suppose, helped.
Yeah, you definitely did. You did make the most famous gym in England. This is not. We all know that. Now, would you like to tell me what do you think was different then and now when it comes to the appreciation of bodybuilding, to general attitude? I mean, people. I remember walking in Muscleworks, and I was so excited walking from the tube station in Bethnal Green to the gym. Those 5-10 minutes walk. I was so excited about what is going to happen in that place. It was so important somehow. It wasn't money involved, but we just wanted to do it. So can you tell me about it? How was then? How was that passion about bodybuilding in those days comparing to what we have today?
I think there was more camaraderie between the people because I suppose it was less people actually doing it at the time. So you knew more everybody that came into the gym. Like now the gyms are busier. Not everybody that comes is into bodybuilding, and I suppose when you're actually younger, both younger at the time, we saw things slightly different, and bodybuilding was sort of evolution of bodybuilding started at that time, which was new ideas started coming through, new diets, new ways of training a little bit, and that created a much bigger interest. And you know, then we only had, say, 20 professional bodybuilders, and in England you had 5 really good bodybuilders. Now you have a lot more.
The one thing that always puzzled me, I mean, you remember, there wasn't money there. It wasn't. We didn't do it because it was something like a
money.
You know, way of paying the bills by doing bodybuilding or generating money, becoming rich and all that. Today, lots of people are making good living out of this. Out of the sport, but then we did it because we simply loved it, right? This is something which always, when I go back, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, maybe it was slightly more passionate because it was newer and it was different. It was less popular. People didn't see it the way they're doing now, I suppose. I mean, now it's changed a bit because you have the fitness sort of bodybuilders, I call them, you know, which makes it more accessible to the normal, not incredibly genetic advantaged individuals. But then the ones that actually became really, really good, the genetics were there. Now you have a lot more people with more genetics and with less genetics, but the whole picture is bigger because of the fitness industry that is growing in a sort of slightly different direction.
All right, something that would interest our bodybuilding viewers, obviously. You know the bodybuilding in 80s. I remember I could have seen the lineup of Olympia, and if you cover the faces there, I would recognize every single bodybuilder, but just looking at the body, knowing that this is Tom Platz or Mike Manser or whoever. If you do that today, it's going to be much more difficult. So what is your opinion about bodybuilding then in the 70s, 80s, and bodybuilding today?
Then, I suppose, because it was slightly more romantic as well, because there was less people doing it, and also because it was less people doing it, you had the individual, I don't want to use the word freaks, but the genetically gifted, less of in a pool of 100 people, you had 10 that were incredible genetic. Now you have a pool of 1 million, you're going to have 100, 2,000 people, so it's harder. And also I think is because it's due to slightly different training regimes, better nutrition, you have, the bodies are a lot more nearer and similar to each other than at the time. I mean, I was looking at a picture of Serge Nubret, for example, the other day in a magazine, and I'm thinking, oh my God, he looks so slim.
Yes.
You know, and I remember then, I thought, you know, obviously he was smaller than Arnold and Lou Ferrigno and the other top bodybuilders at the time, but he had, you know, I mean, I remember seeing him in Mr. Universe in 1983, 84, when I first started training, when I went to as a, he done a guest spot there, and I couldn't believe how big he looked. But when you look now, you think, oh my God, he wasn't that big.
Standards have changed dramatically. Yeah. That was the point. Yeah. All right. I would conclude this part 1, and in part 2, we're going to be talking with Saf about training and training systems and techniques that he used in order to build so many champions in United Kingdom. So see you in part 2.